Yo, what's going on, champions? It's Marquise Money Mike Williams, founding member, executive senior director here at JMG Net-Worth. Just wanted to shoot out a quick welcome to the team to every single person that has joined us. Now I can see that for some reason it didn't go live in my monitor here. I started the start button a little bit too late. So I'm just gonna make sure we are all good. There we go, live in full effect. I'm gonna tell everybody to refresh their screen, please. There we go. Please refresh so we can get started. Screen. Video. Or there we go. Boom. All right, there you go, you guys. So we're going to take a few minutes and allow people to start checking in. There we go. I see people coming in now. I apologize for that very small glitch, but I am fired up right now. I'm really excited about what's going on within our company. I'm excited about the future, and I'm excited, more importantly, about you. I'm excited to see you grow. I'm excited to see you change your life, not just financially, but in all areas of your life. And that's what training is all about, you guys. The key to success, the key to life change is education. So that's why we do training each and every Saturday. And I get a lot of people who think, man, I got to give up an hour on my Saturdays. Man, I got to give up some of my time. In all actuality, you know, it's the reward is well worth the sacrifice, you guys, because in order for your situation to change, your life has to first change first. So for those of you who are new, a lot of you guys I haven't had a chance to meet yet. My name is Marquise Williams. A lot of times people refer to me as Money Mike. I'm an average everyday dude, as some of you have, grown up with me, have went to school with me, know me personally. I got 3 beautiful girls, 2 of them who are twins that live with me. You may hear them in the background. It's just a part of my life. I run a home-based business, and that's the beauty of it. I get to run my business from the comfort of my own home, or as you see in the presentation, sometimes from the beaches of the world. So that's the beautiful thing about it. You guys, we're going to go over a lot of information, and I'm going to hit it really quickly. So I want you to get out your pen and paper, pay close attention to the information. Actually, you know what? To be honest with you, I don't want you to get out your pen and paper. I want you to pay close attention to the information, because sometimes when you're trying to take notes, you miss stuff. This presentation is recorded, so you could go back and capture the notes if you feel like there's something that you want to take notes on. But I want you to get this information because this week is so very important. As you can see back here, I got the last week of December going into the first. I got it lined up. We're right here on this Saturday. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days left in 2014. And so in reality, since this week is embarking on 2015, I say 2015 starts right here, right now, today, you guys, right here, right now, today. So we got to get busy, and we got to take advantage of it in a major way. So I'm going to go over our first things first plan of action to get started in the business. I'm going to go over the My Financial Worth product. I'm going to go over the JMG Net-Worth compensation plan. I'm going to go over a lot of information today. I'm going to kind of explain to you a little bit about the future of body worth premium foods and why it makes so much sense for it to be a part of our stable. So without further ado, let me make sure I can hear. So I'm gonna go. All right, so I know we got live sound. You know, sometimes, you know, I got halfway through training one time and everybody started texting me like, you know, I can't hear you, right? You know, so I know the sound is working. I got my monitor over here, so I know video is working. So I'm gonna jump into a screen share and we're gonna get started with the first things first plan of action. Let's see, share my screen. Full screen. Boom. Where's my iPad at? Oh, man. Where's my iPad at? I'll just have to use my phone. All right, guys, just waiting for my PowerPoint to respond. For some reason, it's not responding, but it will come up here shortly. All right, any day now. All right, you guys, for some reason it switched off screen share, but we're gonna go right back to it. Let's just go full screen. Just keep it simple. That way we know what we're seeing and we know what we're doing. Oh, I see what it is. It's just PowerPoint's not responding right now. The devil is a lie that he wants to try to stop the progress, but it's not going to happen. It's not going down. We'll go ahead and restart this program. Get down and busy with it. All right, here we go. So here's the first things first business plan of action, you guys. This plan of action is designed for you to be able to crush it, designed for you to know exactly what needs to be done within the first 24 to 48 hours of you getting started and receiving your distributor ID here with JMG Net-Worth. Now, a lot of you are saying, man, I already got my distributor ID. I'm way past my first, 24 to 48 hours. Well, because this week is such a massive action week, because this week is such a powerful week, you want to look at it as if you just got started this morning. Look at it as if this is your plan of action, and this is what you should have followed, from day one. So first and foremost, it's all about your dreams and goals, you guys. It's all about your goals and your dreams. When you get started with a business, and it's not just a home business, when you get started with anything, the first thing you want to do is decide what you plan to achieve with your new endeavor. What is what's inside the light at the end of the tunnel? When you close your eyes and just begin to dream and imagine, what is it that you see for your life? What type of change are you looking to accomplish and obtain, here in your life? You got started to make money doing something new, and most of all, accomplish your dreams. Therefore, you have to write them down. The Bible says, write the vision and make it plain so that he who reads it can run with it. So if you had unlimited time and unlimited money, if a couple million just dropped into your lap, what would you buy? What would you do? How would you be charitable? Who would you help? And then we want to look at some more obtainable, not obtainable, but more goals that you can track, more trackable goals, more things that we can hold you accountable for. What do you want to accomplish within your first month? What do you want to accomplish within your first 3 months? What do you want to accomplish within your first 6 months? These could be income goals. I want to be at $500 a month. I want to be at $5,000 a month. These could be, I want to pay off my credit card. There's a lot of different goals that you could have, but the beautiful thing about it is they're your goals, and whatever your goals are, we're going to help you accomplish them. But our massive action plan, we want to peak 10 contacts within your first 24 hours. That's 10 appointments. We want to get on the phone, set 10 appointments, with 10 people that in your first 24 hours. So as we do that, I want you to understand that is the goal with the people that we connect with and we sign up within the next 24 to 48 hours as well. Our goal is to get them their first 10 appointments in their first 24 hours as well. And we want to complete step 1 and step 2 within your first 7 days. I like to go ahead and complete your 3 people within your first 48 hours. Why wait? Let's just get it out the way. So the pipeline, what we want to do is we want to pique their interest. We're going to get on the phone and we're going to ask them, hey, if the money was right and it fit into your schedule, would you be open to taking a look at an opportunity if it didn't interfere with what you're currently doing now? And once they say yes, we're going to show them the plan. We're going to use the 24-hour info line. We're going to use your sponsor. We're going to use the conference call. We're going to use the timetofocus.com, the focus marketing system. We're going to get them in front of 100% of the information. And then we're going to follow up. This is a step that a lot of people make the mistake of not doing. They make the mistake of not following up because they feel like, well, if they want to make some money, then they would follow up with me. If they were serious, then they would get back with me. They would call me back. And some of the most successful people in our business had to be called several times for several months, and I always say the fortune's in the follow-up. I'm going to keep calling you until you tell me, man, I don't want to do this. Now, I'm not calling you and badgering you. I'm not calling you every hour. I'm not calling you every day, but I just have it on the schedule to give you a call every once in a while. If you don't pick up, great. I'm leaving a message. If I finally do catch you, I do want to know if you're in or if you're out. And that's the last step, to enroll either as a customer or as an affiliate. We accept both. Everybody's not going to do it. But if somebody doesn't want to join the business, then guess what? They're going to pay their taxes. Guess what? They're going to pay debt. Guess what? They do have a credit score. Guess what? They have an identity that needs to be monitored. Guess what? They're going to eat. They're going to spend money. So they need the My Financial Worth service. That's hands down. So the best way to gather customers, a lot of people wonder, how am I going to gather customers? Well, it's by getting people in front of the plan, getting people in front of the business and showing them the value. And for those who don't see the value in making more money, we just simply ask them to be a customer. Now, a few important things that you want to realize. Enthusiasm plus urgency equals results. You got to be excited, you guys. It's important to be excited. If you're not excited, then it's going to be very difficult for people to see why they want to join you. It's going to be very difficult to see why people want to join you. And then you have to be urgent. A lot of people take a lot of time, and it was kind of cold earlier today, you guys, but my hat's got me sweating a little bit, so I'm going to take this off. Excuse me. But you got to have some urgency. And the reason you got to have urgency is because tomorrow's never promised. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We don't know if you're going to get laid off. We don't know if, anything can happen. I don't even want to put negativity into the universe. But all I can say is there's been numerous people who didn't move with urgency and life struck. And they were kicking themselves in the butt, frustrated that they didn't move with urgency, you guys. So move with urgency, because that's what's going to get you results. If you're excited, it's kind of like Black Friday. Black Friday is one of those things where they only got a select amount of things. So people are excited about getting the things that they want, but they got to move with urgency because they don't want to miss out on that sale. The doorbusters and things of that nature. And that's really with any sale. If you have urgency about what you're doing, from everything, people are going to move with urgency, and they're going to give you an answer. Because guess what? We don't sell, we don't convince, we sort. We're sorting through the people who want more out of life, and that's what we do. So the best edifier wins. Well, Marquise, what is an edifier? Well, an edifier is somebody who's able to take the spotlight off of themselves and put it on something or somebody else. If you edify the conference call. Man, you got to get on this call. This is the most phenomenal call that I've ever heard in my life. People are winning from all different types of backgrounds. You know, people are doing some great things just because they heard this call. You got to hear this call. That's edifying the call, edifying a person. Man, this guy named Paul Jones, he's an author. He's a multi-millionaire. I mean, the brother is cool as a fan. I'm telling you, when he talks, he just starts glowing. You got to get on the phone and hear what Mr. Jones has to say. You know, and you can edify anybody. That's the beautiful thing about it, because there's a small thing called a trust respect triangle. People trust you because you have a relationship, because they know you. But a lot of times they don't respect your business knowledge because they know you. They know you're not a millionaire. They know that you haven't been successful in this type of business. So while they trust you, they're not respecting the message. So a lot of times they're judging the messenger and they're never getting the message. So if you edify somebody else, if you take the spotlight off of you, what we say is edify an expert, then that will get them in front of the information and allow them to see 100% of the information. Remember, sort, don't sell. Some will, some won't. So what next? Don't be concerned with the people who don't want it. We're only looking for those people who want more out of life. You know, I like to use the example. If I was going in your downtown area, it doesn't matter what city you live in. I like to use New York because a lot of times New Yorkers can be kind of rude and disrespectful just for no reason. You know, if you're walking down New York in Times Square, Manhattan, and you had a stack of $100 bills in your hand, and you were just saying, $100 bills, $100 bills, who wants $100 bills? You know, the people will look at you like you're crazy. They'll call you names. They'll tell you to get out the street, you idiot. But do you care? You got $100 bills in your hand and you're giving them away to people who wants one. You don't care what anybody says. You know, are you going to hold your head low? Oh man, nobody wants these $100 bills. See, there's going to be somebody who walks past you, and they might walk past at first and just kind of look at you and then stop and come back and say, you know what? I could use $100. Man, I'm looking for something. And they're going to reach out and they're going to grab that $100 bill. And those are the type of people that we're looking for. So lastly, don't take advice from people that you don't want to be like. So many times I have people who I personally work with, and I don't like to toot my own horn, but I've been successful in this industry. They go talk to their broke Uncle Bob, who's never been successful in anything, and they come back to me and say, man, my Uncle Bob told me that this is a scam, so I don't want to do it no more. I want to quit. And I'm scratching my head thinking to myself like, wow, you want more out of life. Your broke Uncle Bob just asked you for $10, but you're going to listen to his advice opposed to somebody who's where you want to be. Don't do that, you guys. Don't take advice from people that you don't want to be like. You know, the next thing, this is the most important thing within the First Things First business plan of action. You must figure out when you're going to put in the work to be able to attain your goals and dreams. I always, as a part of the fast start training, I always say, you must decide what you're willing to give up to invest to get what you want. You got to schedule when and where you know you'll be able to be successful within your business. A general rule of thumb is from 8 to 5:30. That's when you're paying your bills. That's when you're building somebody else's dreams. But from 6 to 10, that's when you build your dreams. That's when you create your wealth. That's when you build your $1 million business. Now, there's always going to be times, pockets of time, that you don't really realize that you have time to build your business. It might be during the commute to and from work. It might be during your lunch break. It might be in between meetings. But there's always going to be some type of time to build your business. And though it might not seem like a lot of time during that block, if you add those little blocks up during the day, you know, it always equals an hour or two of time that you put towards your business. But whatever time that you you put towards your business, that you schedule towards your business, make that time, give it your undivided attention. You know, make it the time for your business only. You know, don't say that you're building your business, but you're on the phone with your girlfriend, or you're talking to your boy about the football game. Make it time where you're doing productive actions for your business, because there's a difference between activity and productivity, and you don't want to be active and not productive, because that makes you very frustrated. So here's our commitment agreement. This is the agreement that we want to have with every single person that we work with. And it says, I pledge that I will devote myself at the specified times in my schedule to my JMG Net-Worth business only. I understand that committing myself to the time promised will only help me become highly successful in reaching my personal dreams and goals. I understand that I am an independent business owner within JMG Net-Worth. It is a business, and it is to be treated as a business of integrity. So with this in mind, I will strive for and demand excellence with no excuses. With no excuses, you guys. And a great way to start that is look at where your time goes right now. What are your current time commitments? You know, JMG Net-Worth isn't all about the money. It's, for a lot of people, it's about the time. You know, how can I get my time back? You know, as with financial debt, a lot of times if you're time stressed, it's important to know where and how you spend your resources and where your hours go. The next thing is your list. We're not in the financial services business. We're not in the food business. We are in the people business. We're in the business of changing people's lives. I always laugh at people who think we got to sell and convince people, because the reality is we're giving people an opportunity. Some people will see it, some people won't. And that's okay. But we're in the business of changing people's lives. I like to call it the blessing distribution business. We're going to give it to people, and they might see it, they might not. And that's quite all right. You know, it's not up to us to sell them or convince them. It's up to us to share the information. And if they want to take advantage of it, great. If not, we move on to the next person. So let's make a list of 50 people. We start off with our top 10 list, but we want to make a list of 50. I like to make a list of 100 people, you know, so that we can have a big inventory to share this business with. Step one, and I'm gonna skip it because I've actually switched this around. You know, step one is we want to gather customers, because you start off as your very own customer. You know, we're in the business to gather customers for JMG Net-Worth. We're not in the sales business because we don't have to continuously gather a bunch of customers, but without customers, nobody makes any money. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to gather customers. You know, you're going to be your first customer by using the My Financial Worth service, by using the My Financial Worth service. And you definitely want to place a Bodyworth Premium Foods order, but you definitely start by being your own first My Financial Worth customer. You're only required to have one customer to earn commissions on that product. So if you want to earn commissions on JMG Net-Worth, on My Financial Worth, you got to be a My Financial Worth customer. If you want to earn commissions on Bodyworth Premium Foods, you have to have an active Web Tools account. You know, a lot of people get confused and think they have to place a Bodyworth order to earn commissions. No, you just have to have an active Web Tools account. So here's an area for you to keep track of your first 5 customers. Step one, we want to gather 5 customers. That's the goal, because that's what you need to get your first promotion. Okay, so you want to get your customers information, because we want to send out thank you cards. We want to let them know that we appreciate them being a customer, so that they stay a customer. You guys, if you want to separate yourself from all the other identity theft companies, you want to separate yourself from all the other credit improvement companies, you want to separate yourself from all the other tax companies. And we do that by expressing gratitude and letting them know that we appreciate them being a customer. So here's a few things that you might say to gather customers, you know, as you know, you're gathering customers. You know, you could send a dear friend letter just to let, you know, friends and family know, you know, about our products and services and the benefits and why you started your JMG Net-Worth business. You know, you could find this under the resources section in your JMG Net-Worth back office. You could set up, you know, you could put it on your Facebook page, you know, or add the My Financial Worth info to your Facebook page and begin, you know, social, you know, marketing, you know, our service. You know, letting people know, you know, hey, it's tax time. You know, I got a better way. You know, you don't want to rely on this method, but you never know who might see your advertisement and be interested. You know, Third is after your warm market has received some of the emails sent to them, you can follow up with a phone call and find out if they have interest in taking advantage of the service. Tell your story, tell why you're excited about the service. And again, once you gather your customers, it's vital to keep in contact with them. I recommend sending a handwritten thank you card immediately after they become a customer. Then every month or every other, at least every quarter, send another card in the mail. I send a lottery ticket every now and again, just to let them know, that, hey, we appreciate them being a customer. But remember, always remember, don't try to sell the service. Just put the info out there consistently and you'll attract customers through the law of attraction. So step 2, we want to teach other people how to do the same thing. Gather customers. We want to grab 3 people. 3 people who are sick and tired of being overworked and underpaid. 3 people who want more tomorrow than what they have today. And so when you set your first 10 appointments in your first 24 hours, generally you find 3 people. That's just the ratio that we found that's easy to go by. Most people set 10 appointments, they get their 3 people. Now, here's a few things that you might say. I always recommend calling with your sponsor those first 10 appointments. That way, you're able to get an idea of how the conversation goes. You're able to get an idea of what to say. But we keep it so simple when it comes to setting appointments. If you're a new rep and I'm your sponsor, we will call up. We will call up your friend. Remember to create a common ground before talking. If they just got in a fight with their significant other, they're not going to say yes to anything. They're not going to want to hear anything you have to say. So ask them, hey, is now a good time to talk? But you're going to say, hey man, I'm really excited about my business. I got started. I have my business partner Marquise on the line. Marquise is a top leader within the company. He's very successful, one of the founding members, actually doing very well. I'd like to introduce him to you. Marquise, this is John. John, this is Marquise. Then I'm going to get on the phone and I'm going to say, hey, hey, John, this is Marquise. I'm glad to hear things are going well with you. Joseph is doing very well in the business, becoming one of the top people. I'm really excited to work with him. And he said some great things about you. And we just called to ask you a very simple question. If the money were right and it fit into your schedule, are you open to taking a look at a strong business right away if it didn't interfere with what you're currently doing now? You're going to get a yes or a no. You might get a, well, what is it? If it's a what is it, let your sponsor handle it. Hey, man, it's legal. That's why we need to set up a business appointment and get you 100% of the information so that you can see what it is and you can make an educated decision. But first, we need to know if you're open to taking a look. Boom, it's that simple. You asked a yes or no question, so you need to be quiet and wait for an answer. The person who talks first loses. That's the rule, you guys. Don't sit there and then start trying to convince them to take a look. Don't feel like you got to jump in and save the day. The whole point of edifying an expert and getting your sponsor on the phone is because you don't know anything. And if you make it seem like you know something, then they're going to start asking you questions, and that's not what you want. There's a couple other scripts here for calling your family and friends without your sponsor. The main thing is, you guys, be excited, be urgent, and get them in front of the information. Don't try to explain it yourself. Don't feel like you got to tell them a little bit of information to get them in front of it. Just simply share the information with them. With that, you got to have your tools, you guys. So many times people don't treat their business like it's a business. We got business cards. You should get your business cards. We got brochures. And we got one-sheet presentations. The one-sheet presentation can be printed off right in your back office, you guys. So all these tools are right in your JMG Net-Worth back office. Some of you I've talked to over the last couple of days, you've never logged into My Financial Worth, and you've never logged into your JMG Net-Worth back office. That's not being a great business owner. You got to know your tools, and you got to know the value of what you have. So your business cards, they're important. If you're in business, you should have business cards. And I'm going to show you where to order them when we go over the JMG Net-Worth back office. And then, your brochures, are great when you get to the point where you want to gather customers. And we're going to talk about that a little bit more later. But in closing, the first things first, you guys, I want you to understand there are many people throughout our industry that constantly compare their results with the people that they see around them and get discouraged. I'm a founding member in the company, you know, and right now, you know, Brother Lockett and Jason Lee are crushing it. They're popping out senior directors left and right. And while I'm a competitive dude, you know, I'm not hanging my head low and getting discouraged that our team is not doing the same thing. You see, people with hundreds of affiliates on their team, leaders growing and building their own residual income, etc., you know, they think to themselves, what's wrong with me? How come I don't have all the growth too? You know, that's what people think. And the answer is simple, because you aren't logging enough flight hours. You know, our team just isn't putting in as much time as their team. You see, when a pilot attempts to get his or her license, they must sign up to do so. They must take a course and then log flight hours. This is similar to affiliates in our business that sign up, go through training, and now they need to go out and build their business, which is log flight hours. So if a pilot logs 10 hours, have they done well? Absolutely. But would you be more comfortable flying with a pilot that has logged 10 hours or 100 hours? Simple, isn't it? The pilot that has logged 10 hours simply hasn't logged enough flight time to be as efficient and as effective as flying as a pilot that has logged 100 hours. The same is true in our business. There are people working 1 hour per week comparing themselves to the person that is working 15 hours per week. It isn't that the person who is working just 1 hour a week in their business is doing something wrong. No, not at all. So don't start saying to yourself, oh, I don't have a lot of time, so I'm not going to be successful. You're still doing great. You just cannot compare yourselves to somebody devoting more time and effort to their business. So the moral of the story is you have to have realistic expectations for your results. Too many people in our industry want to log as few flight hours as possible, yet they want to be able to fly with the elite. That just isn't realistic. You must be willing to put in time and commitment that is required to build a large, thriving organization. Then and only then will you be qualified enough to have earned the right to be amongst the elite of our company. And no, it's not easy. It does take effort, a lot of it. But is it worth it though? You bet it is. The question is, are you willing to see it through? I am. I'm committed, and I'm committed to your success. I'm just wondering if you're with me. So treat your business like it's a business. Fortunately, we've actually created automated tools to help those who don't have a lot of time still log flight hours. But don't let the automated tools make you feel like you don't have to log flight hours. If you like, you know, act like you have a flight log and track your daily and monthly activities. This is to help you spend more time producing activities that drive growth in your business. Like I said, there's a difference between activity and productivity, but it also helps you stay realistic with your results compared to your flight time. So continue to duplicate this system, you guys. Duplicate this system and keep it simple. Don't fix something that isn't broken. Teach every person on your team. And here are our social media handles. You know, we got a Facebook, we got a Twitter, we got a LinkedIn, we got a YouTube channel. All these things are there to help you get educated. Remember, it's all about the education. Get educated. Also to give you tools to market and build your business. So with that, let's jump right in to the JMG Net-Worth homepage, you guys. The JMG Net-Worth homepage, there's my man Jason Lee. You know, there's Amanda Day. You know, she does a lot of our cooking videos. But the JMG Net-Worth homepage is a very simple homepage. You got your home, you know, you got your About Us tab, which gives you a nice detailed, you know, history of JMG Net-Worth, our mission. You know, it has a few videos. You know, you got Brother Lockett getting his Escalade. You know, you got the, you know, Mario and Star Datillo lifestyle video. You know, we got the rep testimony video. You know, so some wonderful videos that you can use to your advantage. The coolest thing is you can share this video with other people. You know, if you just want to click the button, it'll give you an option, you know, to put in some information to share the video. You know, share the video with a friend, you know, name, email, you know, and who you want to share it with in a personal message. You know, pretty cool tools that we have here. our products. We got My Financial Worth, as we all know. My Financial Worth. That's how people order My Financial Worth. They can order right from your site right here. Or with us, we actually have systems that can do it in a different fashion. My Financial Worth utilizes My Credit is Better to help people remove things off of their credit file. Body Worth Premium Foods, very important. Order all the food, and it's important. We're moving to groceries very soon. This is the join link where you could join JMG Net-Worth. They look at the options, become an independent representative, look at our terms and conditions saying you don't lie, cheat, or steal. We got an online training link. When corporate does trainings, they take you, to that online training. Obviously it's not in session right now, but a special message from the CEO. Boom, you got that message from the CEO right there. Letter from our president. And then you can contact corporate, with the contact us form, right there. Beautiful. Now you got two login sections up here. You got the login to log into your back office. And you got your customer login. I'm going to do customer login first and foremost, so we could jump into My Financial Worth. And that's going to take you to the My Financial Worth page. Booyah. Okay. Now I already had it up, but I'm going to click it off since we clicked it here. Now you log into your My Financial Worth. Most of you, your login, your login is going to be your representative ID number and your same password that you use to set up your JMG Net-Worth account. So once you log in, you're going to see your name and address here, your contact information. Don't pay attention to the Android app. It is being remade, and this is the date. Okay. When you come down, the first thing you want to do is click on Quick Tips. When you click on Quick Tips, it's going to basically walk you through the initial setup. It's going to walk you, it's going to say welcome. It's going to walk you through understanding the daily budget tracker, which is a phenomenal tool. And what I love so much about My Financial Worth is it's forever evolving. We got plans and we're working behind the scenes where you're going to be able to add, your actual, banking, information on the back end here. So you'll still see your bank information in real time. And you see this trustee award, this policy, privacy policy by trustee. That means your information is always protected, you guys. That means your information is always protected. So we have the highest security, there, and your information is protected. But you got your membership card that you can print. Let me see, your membership, your benefits card right there. Boom. Print that. Keep that in your wallet. A lot of people think, oh, I always have to be, I have to have a computer. I have to sign on, a computer to use My Financial Worth. No, you don't have to be on a computer. You print this card out, and you're going to be able to, call if something happens to your identity. You're going to be able to utilize the tax advice and return preparation line. A lot of people don't realize we actually have a financial education and counseling hotline, as well as a life events counseling hotline as well. So if you're going through something, if you're stressed out, call the counseling hotline. Talk to somebody who's a professional so that you can get it off your chest. If your girlfriend broke up with you, call the counseling hotline. Get it off your chest, you guys. These counseling hotlines are actually open 24/7, if you need somebody to talk to. Let's see. We got the pharmacy. We get pharmacy discounts. There's a lot of hidden benefits within My Financial Worth that a lot of people don't realize, but you want to print off this card, keep it in your pocket. I like to laminate it. I go, to Kinko's or FedEx, get it laminated, so that I can have it right there in my wallet, just like my credit cards. So go through this initial quick tips, you guys, because that will break down how to use the daily budget tracker, how to use all the benefits within My Financial Worth to your full advantage. If you ever need to update your profile, you update your profile here. Click Update Profile. That's all your contact information. If you need to change your password, you change your password down here. You want to update your financial information. Here's how you update your credit card information. It's a very, very precise thing. I need each and every one of you to understand. I don't work with quitters. I don't recommend anybody ever quitting, but the terms that you signed up for within My Financial Worth, you will never win a chargeback because you have a little button down here that says cancel my subscription. You always have the freedom, you always have the ability to cancel your subscription. I don't recommend it because the value is tremendous within My Financial Worth. But if you send a email into corporate telling them to cancel your My Financial Worth, sometimes things happen. Bank makes an error. You don't want to overdraft. My Financial Worth doesn't overdraft your account. If the money's not there, it's not going to come out. But whatever the case may be, you guys, always use this button if you need to stop the payment, because if you send an email into corporate, they will terminate and cancel your whole JMG Net-Worth account. But if you just cancel your service, you still have the ability to turn it back on at a later date and keep your JMG Net-Worth position active. If your My Financial Worth is not active for a 6-month period, your account or your JMG Net-Worth position is automatically terminated. So those are important things that I want you to realize. Another important thing I want you to realize, today's the 27th of the month. Let's give you a hypothetical scenario. Let's say that your billing date of My Financial Worth is the 28th of every month. Okay, the 28th of every month. Let's say your November payment didn't go through, so your My Financial Worth is pending, but you're excited, you're ready to get things back going, and you want to reactivate your My Financial Worth. If you reactivate your My Financial Worth on the 27th and your billing date is the 28th, you will get billed on the 28th because that's your normal bill date. Okay, so don't get upset. Don't call corporate saying you were double billed. No, your payment cycle always remains the same. And if you need to change your payment cycle for some reason to connect with when you get paid, at your job or something, email My Financial Worth, email corporate and let them know. They'll be happy to change your billing date. But these are important things for you to realize because My Financial Worth, JMG Net-Worth, their name is important. That's why there's no contract with My Financial Worth. That's why they give you the freedom to cancel your subscription on your own, because we don't want you dragging our name through the dirt because you feel like we're holding you hostage, because we feel like, you feel like we're holding you, for some reason, or you feel like because you made a mistake, we double billed you. No, our name is important, so we give you all the freedom. We're a company that gives value. We're a company that wants to help other people change their life, and we're providing these tools to do as such. Our goal is not to our goal is not to hold people hostage and take their little $39.95. That's not our goal. So I wanted to give you that information really quick. Jumping back to the home screen, you have the services to the right here. And so when you want to start accessing your budget tracker, you click budget tracker. That kind of tells you, once you set it up, it gives you all your monthly expenses at a glance right here. Boom. This is my dummy account. This is what I use for training. So I just have a lot of different things in here for you to get an idea of how you can see a snapshot of your expenses and your income. If you have a spouse, you can add an additional income earner to add to everything. And I don't have my Java activated, so let's see if it activates. It gives you a little nice graph down here. And then down here it gives you definitions. Sometimes, like we said, a lot of people aren't financially literate. It's not something to knock anybody, but we're going to educate you. So if there's some things that you might not understand, we want everybody to understand, what's going on, within their finances. Let's see if this Java pops up. There we go. I apologize, you guys, not having my Java all in full effect. I should have updated it before. Yeah, that's my bad. But anyways, you can go, you can view or edit your budget. You could, add a daily expenditure, add something that you spent money on. There's two ways to add. You can add it right here, or you can add it by emailing, like it outlined in the quick tips. You can view your monthly reports. This is great because at the end of the year, it's it's December. You could go and print off all your monthly reports, give it to the tax advice or return preparation people, or your personal tax person if somebody that you want to use, and they'll be able to do your taxes pretty easy because you have everything right there in the ledger. All your write-offs, everything that you need is right there because it's a tax log. A couple of different plans that we have here. We have a retirement plan calculator. You can go in here and calculate your retirement plan. We have a millionaire date calculator where you can calculate, what is your millionaire date. You take your age, you take your current, how much money you're investing, your current rate of return. You take, these things, and it'll calculate your millionaire date. I mean, it's freaking awesome. You have net worth and savings goals calculators. I love my financial worth. You have the debt payoff plan. Debt payoff plan is where you simply enter in your interest-bearing debts. You enter in your interest-bearing debts, and it creates a plan for you to be able to get out of debt, faster. Member savings benefits is no longer applicable. That is being removed. The personal credit care system is a do-it-yourself system, where you're able to do things without my credit is better. Dispute a credit card bill, complain about harassments, and it's real simple. You go in, you enter the creditor's information, you enter your information, and these are all attorney written letters that you can actually, just print off and send off, and they're the right verbiage to get action happening on your behalf. So you can look at these things. Sometimes you don't always need my credit is better. You just print these off, but my credit is better just gives you an actual person working on your behalf. So that's pretty cool, for more extensive things like, tax liens, bankruptcies, whatever the case may be. So we went off the daily budget tracker, went over the debt payoff plan. These are things that you can use in the personal credit care system. These are action items. You have to jump in here and start using these things. But the bread and butter, the beautiful thing about my financial worth, is the identity monitoring and the identity theft protection. The moment that you get my financial worth, you, not your whole family, but you are protected. And that's awesome, man, to be protected, because fraud is identity theft is the #1 crime, not only in America, but in the world. And it's not just getting your information jacked. It's the process of getting things back in order, the phone calls, the people you got to call to say it wasn't you. It's just crazy, you guys. So with this protection, it's always it allows you to rest easy. $39.95 a month is worth the protection alone. But we have the tax advice and return preparation, where you can call this hotline anytime between 9 and 6 Eastern Standard Time. You can ask any questions pertaining to your taxes, and we even do your taxes for free, at the end of the year. If you feel like, man, I got to go to H&R Block, hey, we'll give you $20 off your tax return at the H&R Block. So the value, it just continues on and on, with my financial worth, you guys. We've got a couple quick calculators over here. Your mortgage calculator, your savings calculator, and your credit card, payoff calculator. We just want to continue to give you financial value to get your financial house in order. And I'm personally going to start providing some education, some educational tips, myself and Mr. Jones, just to add extra incentive. Not only are we giving you a tool to get your financial house in order, but you're going to get millionaire tips from millionaires, documented millionaires, that are going to help you not only get your financial house in order, but to take your financial situation to the next level. And so we're going to jump back here and we're going to log in to JMG Net-Worth back office. Let me see, where's my dummy account? So on the JMG Net-Worth back office, it gives you your personal customer count. It gives you, how many people you personally sponsored, gives you your total active group, of how many people are active in your group. And this gives you your customer account, because some people are going to have more than one customer. A lot of people might be wondering, what is I am paid to travel? You guys, that's going to be our travel component, where you're going to be able to get paid to book your own travel, rental cars, and things of that nature. And other people are going to be able to book from your site, just like they can order food from their Bodyworth site. They're going to be able to book travel from your site. And you're going to be able to get paid as well. So it's really freaking awesome. So let's highlight, the menu within your JMG Net-Worth back office. Under reports, you're going to be able to click genealogy. Okay. Under genealogy, you're going to be able to search your JMG Net-Worth downline. So when you sign up somebody, you're going to be able to search and find them within this genealogy search. Click on products. You can order custom business cards like we talked about before. They give you two options. You can place the order right online. Put your name. Let me give you a few tips here. You want to put your name. You want to put your position. Anybody who's ordering business cards, I want you to put senior director. Can't talk. Marketing affiliate, and you get promoted this week like we're planning on doing, or even in the next month. You don't want to have a bunch of old business cards. You put your email. Everybody who signs up for the Focus Marketing System has a time to focus email that associates and forwards to your actual email. So don't be afraid to put, whatever your username is, at timetofocus.com, so that you can, have some uniformity, when you put your website, www.timetofocus.com/, J Richard, and this is good because we use these marketing sites, because your JMG Net-Worth site, they just got remade. They're super sexy, but they don't have a lot of presentation information on them. They don't have an actual presentation. So we use this because you can capture people's information, and we'll talk about this a little bit later. Address. Never put your address. There's a lot of crazy people. If you're building your business and recruiting properly, you don't want a bunch of people with your address in their hand. So just put your city and state. Okay. Then you put your phone number here, whatever phone number you want to utilize. A great tool to use is Google Voice, www.google.com/voice. It gives you an alternative number to use so that people don't always have your actual phone number. And then here, you want to put 24-hour info line, and you want to put the number 206-888-1774. That way, when you give somebody their card, they can get the information, and they have access to be able to reach out and contact you. Here's the quantities. I always say do one-sided. If you're gonna put senior director, go ahead and put 1,000. Just no back, blank back. One-sided, 1,000. If you can't afford 1,000, then heck, do 500. But then you go ahead and place the order. The other option is you could print off the form, which is a PDF. But other products that they have, for those of you who aren't a part, you haven't got your Bodyworth set, still order food, right here from the back office section. Now you're not going to get paid um, downline commissions when other people order food, but it gives you the opportunity to order it and benefit from it. You have flyers. You have Paul Jones's book, Who Told You You Were Broke and Scheduled for Success. You have brochures and flyers. You have a lot of different things that you can order right here, that you can take advantage of. Sorry, I'm moving so fast, you guys. It's like time is getting away from me, and I don't want to keep you too long. So from there, you have the show the plan, where you can actually download the PowerPoint presentation. We got that within our own back office as well, so you don't have to worry about that. We have resources that are there, for your advantage. You got forms and business building tools, like the First Things First booklet I just showed you. We got, one sheet presentations and product sheets. You have a lot of different things, in here. If you want to change the information on the front of your website, your name, something of that nature, all that is right here at your disposal, and you want to utilize that, to your advantage. So that's the JMG Net-Worth back office, you guys, and use that to your advantage. Another site you want to make note of, JMGNetworth.com. JMGNetworth.com. This is our business and credibility site. As you see, it has numerous articles on the company and Paul Jones down here on the side. It has the JMG Net-Worth compensation plan right here. You guys, this has a cool video right on the front. And I'm telling you, you want to start using this video. I'm going to email it out, today, because, just check this video out. All right, guys, so that was the video right there, and it's phenomenal. It got some cool music to it. I don't think the music played due to us being on there, but you can go to the site, take a look at the video yourself. This About Focus, give you a little bit of insight on our movement and what we're doing and who we are. You got the products here. My Financial Worth and Body Worth gives you a nice video, whichever one you click on. Got some credibility information, great credibility videos. Credibility videos. This is a playlist, so you can drop the playlist down right here and go through numerous videos. I recommend you looking at all these videos because it'll enhance your knowledge and wisdom, when it comes to the business and why you want to be a part of this business and go with urgency. Got some testimonials here. That's the testimonial video. The JMG Net-Worth testimonial video. Opportunity link doesn't work. This used to be our presentation site. So, I'm remaking this site, here for the new year, so it's beautiful. Another thing you want to look at, our YouTube channel. Got numerous videos on the Focus Institute YouTube channel. This is our private training channel, the Focus Institute. So you never want to share these videos with anybody else. You always want to use them for your own personal training. But the JMG Net-Worth YouTube, we got JMG Net-Worth YouTube, that is great for you. You got the future of body worth premium foods. This was a great video that outlined it, that we're moving to groceries. And when you have companies like Walmart and Amazon that are moving in that same direction in a $700 billion industry, then you're doing something right. You're doing something huge. So we have a lot of great videos on the JMG Net-Worth YouTube channel. Under playlists, you could kind of find them bundled together. Body worth foods videos, great, instructional cooking videos, great to share. These are the credibility videos on yjmgnetworth.com. For people who are spiritually connected, these are a couple videos from Paul Jones going on Dorinda Clark's show and Bishop Greg Davis show, just talking about finances from a spiritual perspective, and why our company is that big. And then there's a playlist with just a bunch of my videos, where I'm just talking about successful tips and things of that nature. So always something awesome that you could share, right there within the JMG Net-Worth YouTube channel. I'm almost finished, you guys. We're going to talk about our time-to-focus.com system, our focus marketing system. Let's see if I can remember my login. Come on, man. There we go. Okay. So once you're inside, this video screen right here is always going to play, the most recent message from the top. What's going on the Focus Institute channel. As you see, it says live now right here because we're actually broadcasting live. So I'm gonna pause this, but over here on the top right, you're gonna see your most recent contacts. Over here on the left, you got access to the ABCs to success, which actually starts with our welcome video, and our welcome video instructs you to sign up for your body worth site, join our Facebook group, and view our ABCs to success training, and like all of our Facebook fan pages. And it tells your sponsors details right there as well. Down here, you got your personal info. You always want to make sure your personal info is correct. Look at that. Make sure your replicated site and your distributor ID number are correct, because that's what's most important, because that's what everything links to. Let me see here. You got a lot of different tools within the Focus marketing system. You got links to your JMG Net-Worth back office, your My Financial Worth back office, your Body Worth back office. We got a little link to tell you about the Sunday night motivation call. We got, we're going to start doing member showcases, and, we're going to actually keep an accurate leaderboard, for the month. But one of the most applicable things I want you to see is over here under capture page. You could change your capture page. And you could use any of these pages as your primary page first and foremost. You'll notice that these two pages don't allow you to use it as a primary page, because these are your product page. If you click on this one, you got it pays to eatwell.com / whatever your username is, and that's going to be your body worth product page. And that one's not active yet, but you have what's your financialworth.com / your username, and people actually can put their information in this page, and they will be forwarded to another page where they can actually sign up, click a link and sign up for My Financial Worth. So that's the beautiful thing about it. You know, they'll get this page where it says, hey, try our system. You know, got some testimonials down here from Mario Datillo and a few other people. But it's saying, hey, try our system. And when you click on it, you know, it's going to take you to the sign up page for My Financial Worth. So that's why you want to make sure all your links are there properly so that you can get the proper credit, you know, when people utilize your marketing tools. But these capture pages, you can use any of these pages by clicking on the page and just copying and pasting the link. You know, if you got some moms that you want to focus on, copy and paste that link to them. You know, if you got a young crowd, you know, that wants to rock out, copy and paste that link to them. You know, you can use any of these pages, you know, as your primary page. Your contacts, once people begin to come in, you'll get an email when somebody takes a look, and they'll be funneled in to your contacts right here. The score, the higher the score, means the more information that they took a look at. You know, over here under the settings, you can click on the contacts information. You can send them an email. You can look at the statistics of what they did. You know, like Barb, you know, she opened my email. Barb took a look at, you know, the website. You know, she took a look at this email. You know, she took a look at these pages. You know, so it gives you all the details for you to run your business like it's a business. This hashtag shows you why her score is what her score is. So, you know, she's hot because she looked at the full presentation. Looks like Barb looked at the presentation twice. You know, and for some reason she didn't sign up, but that means you need to call up Barb and say, hey, what's going on? I see you took a look at the presentation. You know, you can set appointments, you know, to go on your schedule with Barb. You know, you can actually transfer, do contact notes, and you can even transfer Barb to somebody in your downline or another group, you know, so it's pretty cool, you know, the way the system is set up. And if you realize Barb, you know, maybe put in some fake information, you can just ixnay Barb and say, okay, I'm done with you, Barb. You know, we're really not dealing with you. But we're gonna have a lot of marketing training, you know, marketing and training under these tabs and under social media tabs that are all being developed right now. You know, but the main thing within the focus marketing system that you need to understand right now is your contacts and your capture pages. You understand those two things, and you're going to be able to be a beast. Okay, you want to send a broadcast to your team or your contacts, you can send a broadcast. Here's what you do. You have a lot of different groups. Most everybody in your contacts are going to go to active unless you send them to another place. People from your My Financial Worth capture page are going to go to your My Financial Worth group. People from your Body Worth page are going to go to your Body Worth group. So that's how that works out. You want to send a email to your downline, you click My Downline, and then you send the email to your downline. My contacts, you know, are your contacts, but my downline is your downline. There's different things down here you can use, like you can copy and paste this into the email if you want to use the contact's first name. You know, and you know, these things are things that you can use inside the email. I got about 10 more minutes, you guys. I know I'm going a little bit over time. You know, a lot of these things are going to be filled in, you know, in the coming weeks and the new years. They're being developed by my team right now as we speak. But I wanted to get you the hardcore functionality, you know, of the system, you know, so that you can go out and you can utilize it to be successful. So from there, well, that's what's going on live right now. From there, I want to jump back to live, and I want to talk to you guys a bit about this week. I want to talk to you guys a bit about this week and what's going on this week. Where we at? All right, guys. So I want you to understand we got 1 week left. And I'll just be flat out honest with you. You want to go hard this week because this week, people who are senior director by January 1st, 2015, they're going to have to put their name in the hat for a builder's bonus. And they haven't said exactly how much this builder's bonus is going to be, but word on the street is this builder's bonus is going to be in the looks of $10,000 a month. Okay, $10,000 a month. Now I don't know about you, but I got good money, and $10,000 a month is still something that I would love to add in addition, just because it's money on the table. It's money on the table. Why not take advantage of it? So what I need you to do, see, if you want to get to senior director by the end of the month, if you're listening to the sound of my voice, this is what you need to do. This weekend, you need to have your 3 people. Preferably, knock it out the way today. Get it out the way today. Because if you can get your 3 people today, then that gives them 3 days to get their 3 people. See, what it takes to get to senior director is you must have 3 people personal and a total of 12 people total. Okay? So the easiest way is to get 3 people and help them get 3 people. But it doesn't matter if you get all 12 yourself. It doesn't matter if you get 3 people and one person gets 6 people and another person, gets another 3 people. The main thing is you want to have your 3 people first. So you get that done this weekend, and then we're going to serve those 3 people to help them get their 3 people at the same time while you're gathering your 5 customers. But the main thing is we have to take action and go hard right now. We have to put ourselves in a position where we realize we have an opportunity to make a dream become a reality. You have to put yourself in a position where you say, you know what? I've never done this before in my life, but I'm going to follow the directions and I'm going to use my sponsor. I'm going to use my upline. I'm going to use Marquise to my advantage. And we're going to get people on the phone all weekend. All I'm saying, you guys, is get me on the phone with people. Let's set some appointments. Let's get them in front of the information and let's get you to senior director. Why wait? People are praying for opportunity. We don't have to assume. We don't have to look at the people that we know. When I say when I did the breakthrough video, and by the way, this Tuesday, remember, we're doing our breakthrough 2015 video conference call. So everybody on our team needs to be on the phone at 9:30 Eastern, 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central, for the last call of the year to set things up for a breakthrough in 2015. But this is the last freedom training of 2014, you guys, and I want you to go out with a bang. I want you to go out as a senior director so that you could qualify for the bonus that I was just speaking of, but more importantly, so that you could position yourself for the massive amount of growth that's going to happen in 2015. I mean, there's so much leverage and there's so many benefits that are going to come for people who are senior directors and above in 2015 that I signed a non-disclosure, that's how big it's going to be. So I don't want you guys to miss out on it. You guys, I want you to understand, that it's so big, my computer decided to go out on me. I don't know what's going on. But all I can say is take action now and let's go hard, so that we don't miss out, so that you don't miss out on the opportunity of a lifetime of your life, and that's what it's all about, you guys. Being able to take advantage of things that are for you and things that are in front of you. I mean, the money's on the table. It's right in your grasp. The opportunity to be a millionaire is right here. You have millionaires that are willing to hold your hand and help you every step of the way. So let's go out. Let's get those 3 people today, you guys. Why wait? Why hesitate? Let's push to make it happen so that there's no question if your name is in the hat. You're gonna have people who don't see it. You're gonna have people who play games, but it's up to you to say, hey man, I'm looking for 3 people today. Are you gonna be one of them, or are you gonna miss out? Because if you're not gonna be one of them, I'll find somebody else. That's how you have to talk to people. That's the type of urgency that you have to have. So I'm super excited. I don't know why my computer went black. I don't even know if I'm still broadcasting. But all I can say is that you're the best investment that you got. And you're born to win. So play to win right now. Your actions will tell if you're ready to win. Your actions will tell if you're ready. Because I'm going to give you the education. I'm going to give you the skill set. I'm going to give you the tools. I'm going to give you everything that you need to be successful. You just have to go out and do it. You just have to go up to the people. You just have to want it. The person who wants it the most is going to talk to the most people. And I'm willing to get on the phone and talk to whoever, whenever,